And sometimes people that love hard, really, it's a selfless job. And I say it's a job because it's work. It's work to be selfless because you have to give so much of yourself continually. And sometimes you give so much to people that are unthankful for what is it that you do and what you contribute to them. And you don't get the reward or the acknowledgement for those things that you do. Sometimes you pour into people, and the more you give is the more they want, you know. But what happens, I feel, man, with people like us, that we give and we give and we get to a point to where the Lord smacks us upside our head, right? And he smacks us upside our head because the very people that we're loving so much more than ourselves, they turn around and they betray us. They turn around, and when we're in need or we're looking for them to reciprocate that same selfless love, they turn their back on us. And what happens there, we get a breakthrough. You see, and the beauty about that is that when you get that breakthrough, you realize how much you really have been neglecting yourself, right? And when you start to realize how much you're neglecting yourself and you want to now start to build into you, this is where now those people that was benefiting off of you and you don't have the time to build into them, but you invest in that time into yourself, now they might start to take offense to your new way of living, your new life turn. They now might want to take offense to that. And now when you start to do that, they still expect you to always be at their beck and call. They still expect you to be the punching bag. They still expect you to be the doormat. But you know what? You found a new zest for life. You now found something that was more important that you neglected, and that was you. So don't feel bad because now you're doing you. I'm not saying doing you where you're living righteously, but now you're taking the time out to get to know you as a person, to know you and who you are. And when you start to come on this journey, man, it's so liberating, and you feel at peace. And though you're not caring for those people that you once cared for, and you're doing things for those people that you once did it for, you still find a peace within it, because now the one person that was most important, that was neglected all along, that was you. You now found that, you know what, this person is really an awesome person, and you want to do things to make sure that that person is good. So don't feel guilty, man, when you start to love you the way you've been loving others. And I'm not saying that when you do this that you're neglecting, to still share the love to others, but now you're doing it with discretion. Because discretion was something that you were supposed to exercise. Because sometimes, man, you're there for people and you're trying to help them out and you give them a shoulder, and all of a sudden they want to put all the weight on you. And being the kind-hearted person that you might be, you carry that weight. The minute you interject yourself into their life, now you take on their problems. And their problems become your problems, and now you're carrying around the burden for them. And now they move out the way, they're eased, and you're left with the burden. And these are some of the things that we suffer, man. So find time to love yourself. Find time to get to know you, man. And that'll be the greatest gift you can ever give to yourself. This is Kanai once again telling you, stop existing, start living. Peace.